Hey guys, my name is FierceDeityMahesh and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time for the Nintendo 64. Now guys, in the last episode we took on the water temple and we actually took on the temple quite well, but we had a pretty hard time with the boss, so I'm pretty sad about that guys. But in this episode it's time to make our way to Kakariko village because there's going to be a certain scene which happens there. Not the scene which you're thinking about, but anyway, it's gonna be a pretty cool cutscene. So I'm actually about to go ahead and play the song which will make us go back to the Temple of Time because it's easier that way. For some reason, I do not even remember the song, so my bad. Let me actually go ahead and see where the song is. Okay, I think I got it. And with that guys, we're actually able to make our way back to the Temple of Time, and we're about to do some pretty cool shenanigans in Kakariko village. So it's gonna be pretty creepy guys, because like this quest, or like this cutscene, this scene, this whole thing is pretty much what will lead to the entrance of the next temple within the game, which is one of the most creepiest temples I've ever seen in the history of Zelda. Well, probably not the history of Zelda, but there are more creepy temples. So here I'm gonna go ahead and just set my microphone to well, I think this is gonna be pretty much enough. So now guys, let's actually go ahead and make our way outside and see what happens in Kakariko village. So guys, it's not gonna be something pleasant whatsoever. It's gonna be something pretty creepy and pretty gruesome essentially. But let's actually go ahead and make our way here and try to escape from the Gibdos as quickly as we possibly can. So I hate the screams. It's so like annoying and scary at the same time. Okay, now guys, we can actually go ahead and make our way over here and make our way outside. So it's just about to become day, so oh well, I guess it's already become day, so not bad. Let's actually go ahead and make our way over here to Kakariko village and see what's happening. And my gosh, Epona was here all this while. Okay, so sorry if you have to go ahead and deal with any stuff, but let's actually go ahead and make our way to Kakariko village and see what happens inside Kakariko village. So as you can tell, there's some fire going on. Oh shit, that's pretty bad. And pretty much everything is burning, and that's very very bad because people could essentially die. And there's Sheik is in front of the well, which we saw as a kid and also as an also as an adult. But let's actually go ahead and see what he's going and say. So for some reason the thing which was above it actually broke, and there's some weird spirit which has possessed Sheik, which makes him go far away and fall down. And Link tries to go ahead and save him, and here the evil spirit is coming across, and Link tries to protect himself and Sheik, but he is not very successful at that, I should admit. Oh god. For some reason, Link's screams as an adult become more louder and more like painful as compared to when he was a kid, though he kind of becomes more powerful as he is an adult. But now it's the opposite way, where Sheik is alright, but Link is not really that well. So here let's actually go ahead and see what Sheik has to go ahead and tell us. So so there was an evil shadow spirit which was in the bottom of the well, and Impa had sealed it inside the well, but it got so strong that the seal broke and it escaped into the world. So our aim after this is to actually go ahead and take on a small mini dungeon which is actually at the bottom of the well itself, and after that we have to take on the Shadow Temple where Impa is, and Impa is the next stage if you guys couldn't probably already tell. Let's actually go ahead and see what Sheik has to go ahead and tell us. Okay, so he's gonna go ahead and teach us a new song called the Nocturne of Shadow, which is a very sad and creepy song, which will go ahead and allow us to make our way to Kakariko Graveyard, a certain section of Kakariko Graveyard. So, brace yourself. And as the harp and the ocarina places together with the BGM and stuff, it just gets very creepy. And let's see what happens. So, we learned the Nocturne of Shadow. Okay, so pretty much Sheik's job is done now, and that's all. So guys, things are not very good in Kakariko village as of now, but if we go ahead and make our way to this house where we actually got ourselves the heart piece after having the race with Dampe, we can actually go ahead and speak to the person who was over here, and he's pretty angry. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but like this place's name is actually as a question mark, or like it's not really two question marks, it's just one question mark. So let's go ahead and see. You've got an ocarina. What the heck? They keep saying what the heck, it's so fake. Oh my god. Back then a mean kid came here and played a strange song and messed up his windmill. So he's pretty much talking about us guys. So he's talking about when we actually played the song as a kid, though we didn't, because after we learned the song, we have to come here as a kid, go ahead and play this, and it's pretty much a time paradox of sorts, which will be pretty tough. But anyway guys, we learned ourselves one of the most weirdest songs in the history of Zelda, the Song of Storms. It's a pretty nice song, I should be completely honest with you guys. But as you can tell, it actually becomes a little God, I can't speak. It actually becomes a little it actually becomes a little more faster than how it was when we didn't play the song. So guys, let's actually go ahead and make our way over here, and I'm pretty sure we can actually go ahead. Oh, okay. So I'll be doing some side quests from which we can get ourselves some heart pieces later on, but instead right now I'm gonna go ahead and make my way back to okay, so I'm actually about to make my way back to the Temple of Time and actually become a kid one more time, and that is when we have to play the Song of Storms and take on the bottom of the well. So to be honest guys, the bottom of the well is a very easy temple, and it's actually speaking, I don't know why people actually dread it so much. I guess they dread it just because of the fact that it's a very creepy dungeon, and it is a, well, it's not even a dungeon, it's like a small dungeon. It's pretty much like the ice cavern, but it's for young Link. And I should actually admit guys, because not having the items which adult Link has is such a pain in the butt, because like, you know, like the weapons which you actually get as adult Link are so much more stronger, but as young Link you're pretty much just restrained to a particular arsenal of weapons. So here we can actually go ahead and play the song which we just now learned, called the Nocturne of Shadow. Okay, I don't know the song. Okay. There you go guys. We played the Nocturne of Shadow, and we can make our way to a certain section of the graveyard which we have never made our way to, because we can't actually make our way to this part of the graveyard without the song. And guys, right here, down here is where the Shadow Temple is. So you guys know it's overall a very creepy area. I don't fall into this. Oh, I was just like 1 pixel away from falling, and the pose is still there, I'm pretty sure. Actually, no, the posts up here only as adult Link, but here is the little boy who's still roaming around this land. Not really like this land, this graveyard. So things in Kakariko village are pretty much okay as a kid, but when you make your way as an adult, that is when things get pretty bad. So once you play the Song of Storms, you can actually drain the water in. You can actually go ahead and drain the water over here in the well, because otherwise you could actually because as adult Link, the evil spirit drain the water. So here it's a little bit more different. Let's actually go ahead and play the song. No, not that one. There you go, guys. Once we go ahead and play the song, pretty much the windmill will get faster and faster and faster, and even the music gets higher pitched and faster as well. So it's pretty much some madness is happening, and as well as the fact that the windmill will start moving a little bit more faster and the water in the well will start draining. So things are pretty weird, but let's actually go ahead and see what goes ahead and what actually goes ahead and happens. And now it's very, very fast, so let us make our way outside this madness and actually take on the bottom of the well, guys. So guys, now be a little prepared for some blood, for a little bit of gore and stuff, because it's a temple which has a lot of blood and stuff. Okay, I could have probably, I don't know, I could have possibly negated that damage, but who cares? Okay, so here we are, guys, in the bottom of the well. Now in the 3DS version of this game, they actually made this temple ton times easier, and not really easier, but a little bit more child friendly. But here there's actually a lot of blood and a lot of gore, which is something weird, but we can't really make our way anywhere, guys. But wow, guess what, we can actually go ahead and make our way through walls now. But actually speaking, it's actually a fake wall. So guys, now we can actually go ahead and make our way to the back of this particular area. And guys, be very careful, because there is a huge green bubble which keeps revolving this area, and you need to be pretty careful and not get hit by it. Let's actually go ahead and play Zelda's Lullaby. And this is pretty much like how it worked in the water temple, and now the whole water physics will go ahead and stop, because it's gonna be pretty much negated. So now guys, we can actually go ahead and make our way to the opposite side, and actually to a certain room. I don't know where the green bubble is, but I can't find it. If it's not there, I would be pretty happy. But let's actually go ahead and make our way over here. Go ahead and open up this chest, which is over here, which I'm pretty sure contains a bomb refill. If it's not, oh, it is a bomb refill. Let's actually go ahead and make our way into this hole and actually fight them, and actually fight the mini boss of this temple, which is actually a pretty scary boss as well, known as a dead hand. So he's pretty much a dead hand, as you guys could probably guess. I guess you totally didn't guess that, right? Let's actually go ahead and make our way here, because we stunned him. And guys, like, this design is so cool, right guys? But here I am actually going to go and save. Now the boss battle will not start unless you actually get caught by one of these hands here. Possibly gonna go ahead and do it this way. And as you can tell, guys, we have to actually pretty much just be free of this hand. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Alright, okay, so now we can actually go ahead and hit this guy. What? That's not possible. Okay, you didn't even come to attack me. What? Let's actually go ahead and try to escape from this guy, and go ahead and make our way up here. And here, guys, once you go ahead and get some damage on him, just go ahead and ignore him and just go ahead and make your way back to where this was. Oh god, now this is pretty close by. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go ahead and be damaged by him. So guys, you may get a little bit of damage from this battle, but don't worry about it whatsoever. Let's actually go ahead and try to damage even this guy now. Actually make our way over here. Oh god, this is actually going to be a little bad. Okay, so this is pretty much it. Oh my god, are you freaking kidding me now? Really? If you go ahead and hit, there you go guys, just one more hit and that did the job. Oh, sick. That looks gory, okay. First of all, you're a freaking tissue. I don't know what you are, man. You're pretty weird and sick. I hate this guy. Okay, now let's actually go ahead and open up this chest and actually get ourselves the item of the dungeon, which will give us one of the most important items for the next temple, as well as this temple. Now, actually, you could complete this temple, this small dungeon, without the help of the Lens of Truth. But to be honest, guys, it's a lot more easier with the Lens of Truth. Now, to be honest, if you're not going for a 100% walkthrough, you would actually want to go ahead and finish up till this point and get yourself the Lens of Truth and just make your way outside, because like pretty much after this there's nothing really there to collect which will help you in your adventure, except for like about 3 skulltulas, which are pretty easy to collect as well. And overall, I don't really find the need of doing any more quests over here, but actually, since this is a 100% walkthrough, and since I always live up to my promises, I shall go ahead and do a full 100% walkthrough of this temple. So okay, here is the weird bubble. Okay, now I shall actually go ahead and make my way over here, and as you could tell guys, is okay, not this one. Here guys is actually a pretty weird room, and so here there are some floor masters, so we have to be pretty careful of them. But let's actually go ahead and fall into this hole. But here there are some rupees, but the actual reason we came here was actually not for that. Okay, I'm pretty sure I made my way towards the wrong area. Now, though I don't really consider this as a proper dungeon, the game does. So there are the generic temple items like the dungeon map, the compass, and all those sort of cryptic stuff which just don't make sense to me, because I don't know why. It's a pretty simple temple, and let's go and try to escape this reader and let's just open up this chest. Okay, let's go and try to open up this chest. Personally, I hate readheads and gyptos, and I haven't seen anybody in the entirety of my time I've played Ocarina of Time who actually likes the readheads. But guys, now is a pretty similar quest as to where we saw. So there are some dead people's hands in this acid-filled layer, and there's also readed over there. So you have to pretty much collect all the 5 rupees over here. Actually, make your way up here and make your way up the ladder, and that'll pretty much open the door on your way to the top. So this is a super linear and easy temple. I don't know why people get quite confused with this temple. I actually used to get confused with this long ago, but then I actually tried to see what went ahead and what actually is the mechanic behind this temple. So here we go ahead and we can actually go ahead and get ourselves some hearts, which will be pretty useful. Not gonna lie, let's actually go ahead and make our way over here and actually equip our Lens of Truth now, because there are a few areas which we can make our way to. Alright guys, so now we can actually go ahead and make our way over here. I'm pretty sure, actually, wait, what? Now before we actually do that, we can get ourselves a small key. We will actually open ourselves 2 small keys, I'm pretty sure. Oh god, that is really creepy. Holy crap, that is actually really creepy. Because I didn't expect that in the least. Let's actually go ahead and equip our things now. Okay, now here guys, you need to be pretty careful, because as you could tell, there's a pit over here and you need to be pretty careful about that. Let's actually go ahead and open up this chest and get ourselves the dungeon compass. So guys, we found ourselves the compass of this temple now. Wait, where are we? Okay, now I actually have to find another place where there'll be a key, but I can't really find the room for some reason. Is it over here or something? Okay, there it is. And guys, we can go ahead and get ourselves our second key. And well guys, we got ourselves the 2 keys we actually go ahead and need. So now let's actually make our way into this area in which we previously were in. And okay, I don't remember seeing all this in the past, but actually let's go ahead and make our way to this door and see what goes ahead and happens over here. So guys, here is one of the rooms which has a skulltula in it. So personally, I would like to go ahead and kill off all of the skulltulas because they're a huge pain to go ahead and deal with. Come on. And guys, the last thing you would want in this temple is to actually go ahead and lose your complete ammo. So you go ahead and target onto it and kill it. Now guys, as you could tell, it was actually a pit, but you could actually go ahead and make your way across and not fall. Oh my god, are you freaking joking? Okay, I'll see you guys in a sec after I make my way back to the room in which we were a little while ago. So on the process, we actually lost a lot of hearts as well. So my bad. I shouldn't have fallen down, but let's actually go ahead and kill off our first skulltula out of about 3 skulltulas which we will get in this temple. I can actually go ahead and equip or unequip my Lens of Truth now. Now I would actually want to go ahead and make my way back. I'm probably not going to go ahead and equip it, but actually don't be afraid of going ahead and using the Lens of Truth because it actually consumes magic. Because once you have the upgraded magic meter, you're pretty much good to go. Now let's actually go ahead and actually try to kill this guy. Okay, not this one. Okay, we actually got damage, but it's fine. We just killed the dude, and we got ourselves a heart back. So why do you even cause damage on us? Yeah. So here's some Deku Nuts, guys. But just look here, freaking blood. Like it's actually pure blood, and it's something which just stuck out to my mind when I was a kid, and of course when I played this game for the first time. It was just something which I could never get because like why would they do something like that in a game meant for kids? Like it's first of all it's rated E. Let's actually go ahead and kill off this actor, and these stupid things are there as well. Okay, so here is another golden skulltula, and there's just one more left after this, guys, which I actually know the location of. So we're doing pretty well actually in this temple, and I expected myself to do pretty well, so it's not that much of a big shock. Okay, let's actually go ahead and make our way outside now to this area, where we will actually be witnessing a very, very, very creepy room, which again, it's a room which always stuck out to me in my childhood. So do we have all the items we need? We actually need a Deku stick for this room. Let's actually go ahead and try to go ahead and do this. And guys, here we're introduced to a new enemy, which is pretty much a copy of the Reeded, called the Gibdo. Now these are pretty much just like credits which are mummified, so don't deal with them. Let's actually go ahead and play the Sun Song to freeze it and get ourselves a Deku stick. Quickly go ahead and get ourselves on fire and make our way towards this coffin. So as you can tell, as you go ahead and light it, the coffin will pretty much go ahead and open up, and there'll be some keys, and as well as we actually got a health back, as well as a nice little small key. Now these keys, I've never actually gone ahead, and I'm pretty sure that until this point we haven't seen a key without it being in a chest, because it looks different in real life in the game. I guess, I don't know, like in real life in the game, is that the way you go and say it? But anyway, let's actually go ahead and make our way up here. See where the bubble is? Let's actually go ahead and make our way across. And guys, now we are able to make our way into the final stretch of this temple, or this mini dungeon, or this mini temple, whatever you would like to call it. I'm trying to also be a little quiet to go and hear if the bubbles behind us. But now guys, we can make our way into this hole, which again sounded pretty wrong, and open up the final door within this temple, guys. And by that, guys, let's actually go ahead and make our way into this room, and in this room be incredibly careful. Now why I go ahead and say that is because we actually need our slingshot now, because not really that one. Oh, what timing! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! No! Oh my god! Okay, let's actually go ahead and hit it once. And now we need our bombs, because we need to go ahead and kill off this Beamos, because this Beamos, like, my gosh, it's so annoying. Let's actually go ahead and make our way here and go ahead and throw a bomb on it, or like next to it, pretty much. What? That's why I saved right here. Yeah, boy. There you go. Let's actually go ahead and make our way over here. Now I actually need my lens of truth, because there are a lot of patches over here. And in this chest, guys, we can actually go ahead and get ourselves nothing important. I'm pretty sure like 5 rupees. Yeah, 5 rupees. But the main reason we came here is because there's actually a Skulltula, if I can go ahead and make my way properly. And guys, by the way, I don't think I've mentioned this, but the lens of truth actually go ahead and consume magic. And that's not what I want. Let me actually go and trade. Oh my god. This is another he was like which can make me dislike this game at times. Nice one, huh? You go ahead and try to strike it one more time. Oh my god, I'm pretty sure. Oh my god, come on, like, enough. So our shield is gone, but at least we can go ahead and kill it and get back our shield. I've actually never seen Link in a long time without a shield. So guys, we got ourselves our Hylian shield one more time, and here's a quick chest. I'm pretty sure in which we can get ourselves what actually? Why do we get blue rupees? That makes no sense, okay? We don't even need those stupid things. Let's actually go ahead and use our boomerang now to go ahead and kill off the Skulltula. And actually make our... Okay, actually, not really make our way. But guys, we can go ahead and get ourselves our final golden Skulltula. And now we can go ahead and play the song, which is the Prelude of Light. Okay, that's pretty weird. Because if you go ahead and press the arrow keys at the same time, you can go ahead and play the same note at a different pitch. So let's actually go ahead and play the Prelude of Light, which is... So I bet you didn't go ahead and guess that you can actually go ahead and do that. So props for me, right? Let's actually go ahead and walk back to the Temple of Time, because there's actually a quest which we can do in the Temple of Time, or not really in the Temple of Time. We can actually go ahead and do this quest in Hyrule Castle Town, which we couldn't do before because we didn't have the Lens of Truth. Actually, let me equip my Hylian shield before I do anything else, because I don't like seeing young Link without a shield. It just looks so, like, raw, I guess. Raw, that sounds so wrong. Okay, that is a pretty unintended pun of mine. But never mind, let's actually go ahead and make our way across here and see what goes and happens in, well, not pretty much, like, there's going to be nothing which happens here, but let's actually go ahead and make our way over here and see what, okay, and just do things, okay. I'm so used to say, like, let's see what happens, right? So here we can actually make our way into this house right here and see, okay, and let us, okay, so it's only open at night. Okay, let's actually go ahead and play the sun song now. Sorry about that sound, guys. I was just drinking some water to go and hydrate my throat so that I can get a pretty long-lasting, nice voice while recording. Because while recording, it just gets so tiring to go and record. So let's actually go and speak to this dude right here. So, guys, this is pretty much a game which you could do if you had save states before this. Because if you go and save before you go and open up one of these chests, you can get a good result. But actually, there'll be 2 chests, and we have to actually go ahead and use the lens of truth to go ahead and find out which one has the key to go ahead and make our way towards the next room. So if you're actually going ahead and playing this quest without the help of the lens of truth, it's going to be very, very hard, guys. So I wouldn't suggest doing that, like at all, actually. Okay, so here now, once like our chest is towards the left, or like a correct chest is towards the left, I'm pretty sure almost all the chests will be towards, like, the correct chest will be towards the left. So it's something which has always occurred to me and always happened to me as I have played this game. So as you can tell, it's actually once again towards the left. And if you go and open up this door, we'll be able to make our way towards, okay, this is now the final room. Okay, so here's, it's a little bit different here. But let's actually go and open up this door key and get ourselves the key to go ahead and make our way towards the final room, which contains a chest which contains a wonderful heart piece. So we've gone ahead and obtained the first heart piece, which we can go and obtain. Okay, so we are about to get about 3 more heart pieces in this episode itself, which will go ahead and allow us to complete another heart container. So pretty good on that, not gonna lie. Now I'm pretty sure I can go and play the Nocturne of Shadow. Actually, we will need to make our way to the Temple of Time as a knight, like, wait, what, as a knight, like as an adult, sorry. So there are a lot of doors here. Wait, isn't that like the exact same door? Let's go and make our way back up here and go and speak to this dude and get us, and see, yeah, we are a real gambler indeed. Alright guys, so now we can actually go ahead and become an adult, and we actually completed a pretty small temple now, which is really, really nice. Let's actually go ahead and make our way over here to the Temple of Time. There are dogs even over here at night time? Really? Like, why? So this dog is about to go ahead and follow us, but I'm pretty sure it's going to go ahead and leave us over here. Really? You're coming... Okay, it's gone ahead and disappeared. Yeah, good. For some reason, I've never liked dogs following me, even if they're affectionate towards me. It's not like I don't like dogs, I love dogs, but it's just something which is very, very creepy, because I've had experiences of dogs biting me. Not the ones which had rabies, but because otherwise he would be pretty much dead. And there wouldn't be an UTLP or an MMLP, so... That's pretty random with me, but never mind, I at least went ahead and made a statement. Now guys, we can actually go ahead and make our way back to Kakariko Graveyard, because we need to go ahead and race with Dampe one more time for a harder race. But actually, like, it's pretty much the same, except at the end when you God, I can't speak. When you actually have to go ahead and use the hook or the long shot to go ahead and hook your way to lamp, which will pretty much go ahead and just speed up your entire process. So that's pretty much why I was waiting until now. So let's actually go ahead and play the Nocturne of Shadow. So guys, we have gone ahead and played the Nocturne of Shadow, and let's go ahead and see what happens. God, I keep saying that. Okay, I'm not gonna say like let's go ahead and see what happens. There's nothing about to go ahead and happen. But let's actually go ahead and play the quest which we, or do the race which we were supposed to do, which is pretty bad because it's night time, but it'll still go ahead and work. But the pose is gonna go ahead and attack us. We can all go ahead and see its lamp right here. Hopefully it doesn't go ahead and notice us. Hopefully Senpai doesn't notice us. Well, it's most definitely not my Senpai, but let's actually go ahead and make our way into this hole and save once, guys. Let's actually go ahead and make our way across, and it's pretty much going to be the same game, but towards the end is what I'm a little scared about, because especially with my sensitive controller, I'll need to go ahead and do it pretty accurately. Oh god, my hands are going and painting. Oh my god. Stop dropping the freaking fires, dude. That's just very, very annoying. Here, Bessie. There you go, there you go, there you go. we would make our way across. I'm sorry if I shout a little bit during this whole quest, because in the grand scheme of things this is a pretty hard thing to go ahead and do, and this is gonna be it. Let's actually go ahead and make our way across, and I'm probably gonna go ahead and save. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, my mic, oh shit, guys, I'm very, very sorry if you can't go ahead and hear me, but just because my microphone in my hand fell. Go ahead and hook our way up to this chest. After so long, I finally completed the quest, and I was actually wrong. You need to be there in exactly 1 minute or less, and I failed a lot of times, so I'm actually very, very happy I actually went ahead and did it this time. But anyway, let's actually go ahead and make our way outside now and get the other 2 heart pieces before we actually end of this episode. So guys, now we actually have to go ahead and make our way to, actually we have to make our way as a kid, so my bad. Let me actually go ahead and play the Predator of Light, which is, there you go. So I'll see you guys in a second after I actually go ahead and make my way to Zora's River as a kid. So I'll pause and see you guys after I go ahead and actually make my way to Zora's River as a kid. Alright guys, so here we are back in Zora's River, and here there's a quick fun side quest which I can go ahead and do. But the problem is that we have to go ahead and actually play this quest twice in a slightly different way each time. But the second time can sometimes be very, very annoying and irritating, so I'm gonna try to do this as efficiently as I can. So here, let's actually go ahead and make our way to this area, and of course we are about to go ahead and be attacked by the Tektites or not. Let's actually go ahead and make our way atop this small branch, or like rather like it's a big branch over here. Let's go ahead and actually take out our Ocarina and actually play the Song of Storms. What? We haven't really, wait, what? We haven't learned the Song of Storms? Yeah, of course we have. There you go, that's what I played, right? Let's go and try to do this another time. There you go, that's better. And once we play the Song of Storms, these frogs are going to be pretty happy about it, and they're able to go and give ourselves a piece of heart. Now, here is where the hard part comes in. Wait, actually what? Okay, we have to actually go ahead and play every song in the entire like our arsenal, and then they'll go ahead and teach us their own song, which is the hardest part. So each time you go and play a song, about one of them is going to go ahead and become bigger, and they're going to go ahead and give you like purple rupees each and every time. So here, let's go ahead and play the sun song then. And now these 3 are about to go ahead and grow up. Actually, they all are about to go and grow up, so I don't know how that goes, it makes sense, but whatever. Let's actually go ahead and play right now. Let's go ahead and play Epona song. And after they've become the same size as the blue frog, they'll actually be able to go ahead and learn their own song. Now which song do we go ahead and play? Okay, let's go ahead and play Saria's song. So if you go ahead and play Saria's song, they'll also be pretty excited. Let's go ahead and witness them growing up. Now, do we know any other song of the sort? Okay, actually the Song of Time, we just said on the song, which I totally missed out. So if we play the Song of Time, I'm pretty sure they'll also be pretty happy. There you go, they will be. They also grow up. So now about 3 of them are pretty much well grown up. Yeah, now is when the hard part starts. So one of them will actually be above, or there'll be a. I'm pretty sure there'll be like some insect. I'm pretty sure butterfly or something like that, which will be above each of their heads, and you're supposed to go ahead and play a song. Actually, yeah. So you're supposed to play a song corresponding to where the butterfly sits. Like yeah, pretty much that way. So save, and before I go and actually that's not the one which see, because it's supposed to be like particular buttons, and that like you have to do this very very quickly as well. What's now we have to go and see? It's not gonna be simple. Actually, let me go and just test something. Okay, I'll see you guys in just one sec after I go ahead and actually play the song. I know this is going to take a long time, but I'll see you guys in just one sec. That actually didn't take very long, so I'm pretty happy about that, guys. But I often try to just go ahead and cut because I don't really want to go ahead and waste too much of time on screen. So I'm sorry if you guys go ahead and wish to see me fail, but at times, like for example, yesterday, or not yesterday, like in the last episode when we defeated Morpha, that is a huge fail, right? So at times I do allow that, but I just don't want to go ahead and waste too much time on screen because it goes ahead and makes it very very boring and just makes it very 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 bad. But I don't generally fail, just like some quests which always were hard to me just never change, right? So guys, I'm pretty sure we have done all that we need to do for this episode, guys. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to go ahead and end off the episode here. And in the next episode, we're actually able to go ahead and take on another side quest called the Big Po side quest, which is going to be a pretty simple side quest if we go ahead and do it quickly. And then in the episode after that, we're able to go ahead and take on the next temple in the game, the most creepiest temple, the Shadow Temple. So once again, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Be sure to punch that like button, and also be sure to share the video with a friend, and be sure to subscribe as usual if you already haven't, and be sure to click the bell notification icon to go ahead and receive all the latest notifications from my uploads. So once again, guys, thank you so much for watching. My name is Mahesh, and I will see you guys next time. Take care and peace out.